Hi, this is Kylie Koo. Welcome to my studio. A few months ago I took some scrap pieces of paper and gel printed on them. In last week's video I showed how I was making various different marks on them. In this video I'm going to show how I deconstruct them further and then reconstruct them. Again, this is footage from a little while ago that I've just got round to editing. So I've got a piece of wet strength tissue paper in front of me that I had previously gel printed on, and all I'm doing is using that as a rough guide to give me the kind of size of page I want. You could use a piece of basic printer paper. It's really just to give me roughly a kind of rectangle shape, but it doesn't matter too much. But I know this way it's going to give me an approximate size. But all I'm going to do is just to start kind of laying pieces of paper down, looking at how they go together. There I've got a full sheet that I'm going to start to deconstruct. I'll use some of it for this, not all of it. Some of it will go on to another page that I do like this. And again, the tissue will just act as a means of absorbing any glue that I do use. So you see there, just looking to get up into the corners, just to get a rough shape. It's not essential at all. I'll try and cut off most of the white edges, and what I'll probably do at some point is just stick them down on the gel plate again and get a bit of colour on them. So I'm just kind of putting in place a few pieces, just seeing how those sit together. Look at which ones I want to kind of be on top of the others or underneath or whatever. There's no real rhyme or reason to this, it's just how I feel on the day. And in a moment or two I'll actually start to kind of glue them both together, all the pieces together. I'll glue one onto the other and then another onto that. So really it's a very simple, straightforward process. A great thing, one of those, for one of those projects, if you're not quite sure what you want to be doing on any given day and you've got lots of scraps sitting about, then do this. And all I'm doing is taking the little scraps and making a bigger collage sheet from it. And I will come on and show more of what I do with my scraps at some point in the future, once my arm has healed and I'm back to doing art of this sort. That said, I do have lots of videos on my channel where I do use scraps. Many of you have said after watching these sorts of videos, what do I do with them? I use them all the time. I use them in lots of projects. There will be some projects listed below where I have used them, but I'm going to try and put together a full playlist at some point just to show all the videos where I've used scraps. But there's really no way or right way to do this. It's just do what you feel is right if you're doing this. So yeah, I hope you give it a bash. I hope to be back next week with a project of some sorts, and really hoping to get back soon to being able to make more scraps, doing something with these and taking it forward from there. So thanks to everybody that watched my video last week. I'll leave links to that and the previous one in this series below, along with some other things which will include some projects where I've used the scraps. So yeah, keep watching and see how this turns out. Okay, some music for now. And it's as simple as that. You know, you'll see there I'm just filling a few little pieces in. Doesn't matter if they're in there or not. It doesn't have to be a straight edge or anything like that. You could keep going and make huge sheets if you wanted. But what you'll see me do in a moment is that I then just take the piece of tissue paper, put it on top, and I simply use the brayer to make sure that just applying a little bit of pressure to make sure that all the pieces are glued together. I do it on the front and then I turn it over and do the same on the back of the sheet. So I've got quite a lot of these made. I will try and show them in a future video, and yes, I will go on and show you how I'll use them. Some I will tear up again, some I might use as complete pages. But that really is it for this video. Do check out the previous 2 videos in this series if you've not seen them already. And if you have watched them, then thank you very much for that. And thank you to those of you that are going back and watching some of my older videos meantime. And yeah, if you've made it this far with this particular one, then I'm very grateful to you. And if you're a new subby, well, a big welcome to you. And of course, to those of you that return time after time, I am ever so grateful to you. So, take care everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.